Alright, hey guys, Pax, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video. As the title states, we're going to be going over Mega Blastoise EX. I've kind of delayed this for long enough. This is actually my second time recording this video because the first one had a bit of mishaps. I wanted to get this deck showcase out day one, but things did happen. But nevertheless, we have Mega Blastoise EX right here. HP 230, stage 2, 1 attack, triple bombardment. Does 130 damage, requires 2 water energy, 1 colorless. This Pokemon has at least 3 extra water energy attached. This attack also does 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And just right off the bat, looking at this, definitely the weakest compared to the other Mega EXs. So Mega Charizard Y as well as Mega Venusaur. But yeah, we shall see how this Mega Turtle will perform. This is the deck list right here. I'll also show it towards the end of the video. But ideally for this deck, you kind of want to lead with either Mantike or Frillish and then eventually into Jellicent and just have Mega Blastoise building in your bench. We got the usual trainer cards as well as Misty, just to add a bit of RNG. Misty could definitely win you the game, but again, it's very inconsistent. Nevertheless, I added 1 copy of Misty in this deck because she can definitely be your win condition, especially towards the early game. If you guys are new to my channel, really do consider if you like and subscribe. Really does help me out tremendously. And without further ado, let's get right in to the deck showcase. Alright, here we are in our first battle. We are going first. We are also going against the Mega Gyarados EX Solo deck. Usually my first battles for my deck showcases aren't really supposed to be that hard, more so just to get the feel for a deck, and I feel like this is kind of fitting, kind of comparing previous month's Mega Water EX to the current one. Alright, so this is a pretty decent starting hand leading like this. Mantike, active, got Frillish, as well as Squirtle in the bench. Not the worst. For now, I'm just gonna, very straightforward, Splashy Toss. Feeding Squirtle, because keep in mind, Mega Blastoise EX needs 6 energy to do the most damage. Yeah, so 3 energy is to do 130, 6 energy to do the extra 50 damage to the bench. So, okay, Mantike taking a hit, still surviving, gonna die next turn, but this is fine. Slowly evolving, so hopefully next turn we can get Mega Blastoise out. But for now, Misty, I am trusting my soul in you. Please. Gonna Misty. And again, Misty can definitely be your win condition. 100% if she likes you. If she gives you like 5 heads or even 2 heads would be insane, at least, or even 1. But here we go. Super Toss. Just like that, 1. Okay, I'll take it. Slowly getting fed, nice. So we're just gonna do this. And honestly, just to maximize Mantike, I'm just gonna Splashy Toss. Not gonna evolve yet into Jellicent, is defeat Frillish. Next turn, Frillish can start attacking. And this card is pretty good as well, not only because of the ability. If you guys don't know the ability, essentially each time this card gets attacked, I can attach a water energy to one of my bench Pokemon. So very good in terms of supporting, but also in regards to this deck, it kind of acts as the Lucario counter. So Jellicent does get taken out. Yeah, this might might as well evolve, but this is where it gets kind of scary because my opponent also has a Jellicent, so yeah, I just want to attack once. So yeah, I just want to attack once so that my opponent is at 80 HP. In other words, Mega Blastoise can one-shot this Jellicent later on. Just like this. Jellicent, after getting hit, I can feed either this Squirtle or War Turtle. It's going to keep feeding this guy. Next turn, going to be at 5 energy. Okay. I need to get freaking Blastoise. Please give me 1. Perfect. Perfect. Not the worst. So this is very good. And then looking over here, Mega Gyarados will be fed next turn. So I have to play this rather carefully. I'm just going to lead like this. Why not? So it's going to feed Mega Blastoise. Jellicent will die next turn, but it's doing a bit more damage. Because regardless, I mean, Mega Blastoise or Mega Gyarados will be just fed. Okay. This is the very rare circumstance where Mega Blastoise will win. Like this is in solo mode. Keep in mind, this is solo battles. So against a CPU. So with that being said, I feel like against a real player, this will be very unlikely. So looking at this scenario, 6 energy, Mega Blastoise is fully built. My opponent has Mantike, I can one-shot. Magikarp, I can one-shot. Jellicent, I can one-shot. Watch this. So I'm going to attack, triple bombardment. Don't even have to use my energy. Target these 2. And just like that, I win, man. Mega Gyarados couldn't even get out. This guy, he just saw his entire, like his friends just get massacred in front of him. He's like, yeah, he just failed his friends. He deserves to be a failure. Mega Blastoise EX will be taking a dub along with his friends' lives. Here we go. Very satisfying to see. And granted, again, this is a very rare scenario. Jellicent, yeah, but still super satisfying to pull off. Anyways, we should see how this deck performs in PvP. All right, in PvP battle, going against Psychic. Oh gosh, this is not good, man. We got 2 Squirtles, but they can't do anything. Chingling, I'm in trouble. Okay. This is what you might see in rank. Currently, rank is unavailable, but this is a little glimpse of what you might see, especially in the higher ranks, running Mega Blastoise EX. Perfect, we got Jellicent. Misty, do something. That's all we could really do. instead of Misty, you can very much add another copycat that could help you out. All right, might as well do this. Apply a bit of pressure. Actually, this won't do anything because of freaking Indeedee, of course. But yeah, this is the issue with this deck. I feel like you always want to kind of prioritize building Blastoise, and this is kind of the worst scenario you can get, because to do that, you want to either have a Mantike or a Foolish in your active turn 1, and if all you have are Squirtles, then you're pretty much screwed. Solosis, okay. I'm definitely gonna make a deck showcase of this guy, his evolution, but we might be screwed. We got Copycat. At this point, I might as well. Yeah, it's looking rather grim. To say the least, so nothing's really changing. Nice. I can't do anything. What is this? Sure. I probably should have fed the Frillish, because I mean, next turn, I could attack with Jellicent. That might have been the smart choice, but that's if I get Jellicent my next card. And I got Rare Candy. Water Gun. This is like, what is going on, man? Solosis is slowly getting fed, and you shall see what this card evolves to eventually. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a very long battle. Hopefully not too long, because yeah, dude, Shingling is just absolutely dominating. I feel like this is one of the worst matchups, especially if you have Squirtle doing only 20 damage, Shingling 30 HP, sure, but Indeedee's healing 20. So like, perfect. We got a Serena, amazing. We can get Mega Blastoise out just like that. Main issue, of course, is I can't use Rare Candy. Yeah. So all we could do is just feed Squirtle like this, and honestly, might as well get Mantike out. Yeah, I probably should do that. So this could work to our favor. Just feeding this Squirtle, so our opponent evolves into Curlia. This is not looking good. So this is gonna be rather tanky, but next turn we can get Mega Gyarados out. Just gonna, yeah, just keep feeding like this. Might as well at this point, Splashy Toss, feed. Why not? The Frillish right here. Next turn, Blastoise should be fully built, so we can actually turn this around. It looked rather abysmal, rather grim, but max damage, doing damage to the bench, will help us out tremendously. So Gardevoir, all my opponent does is attack with Shingling, but it doesn't matter, man. Blastoise, you're getting out of here. Let's make this very fast, because yeah, getting got the name, the evolution of Solosis. I'll put it right here in the right, as you can see. That Pokemon is rather scary because it does get more tanky the more HP that is attached. And there's 4 already attached, so you can just do the math. So triple bombardment. Yeah, screw you. You're not getting that Pokemon out. Do this. Perfect. So we ended up clutching it. It looked rather grim, but it worked out. It somehow did. This played a very slow game. Yeah. But if you went up against like Mega Altera EX, it would be just GG at that point, because that deck is super fast paced, whereas this deck does require a bit of time. And my opponent got pretty unlucky. Okay. Oh gosh. Wait, hold up. Oh shoot. I still lost. Okay. Okay. Indeedee was gonna do 210 damage, but this guy has 230. So a bit short. Somehow clutched it. So yeah, just don't sleep on this guy. All right, next battle. Hand is a little bit better. Not that bad. Actually, we shall see. But for now, might as well just Misty. Always Misty kind of like your first turn, just to maximize energy again. And of course, sometimes like this happens. Nothing happens at all. So just do this. Next turn, we can get 2 Jellicents out. So we need to get a Squirtle. Please give me a Squirtle. Opponent Quick Grow Extracts into Lilligant. Rather tanky, but all right, not that good. But we did get a Squirtle. Amazing. So at this point, feed Frillish. Start attacking with Jellicent. Very straightforward stuff. My opponent is playing Mega Venusaur EX. So Mega Blastoise EX versus Mega Venusaur EX. Place your bets on who will win. Ivysaur into active, getting 2 free energy because of its attack ability Synthesis. So at this point, yeah, just start feeding Blastoise. Perfect. Yeah, so at this point, might as well just chill like this. So feed Rare Candy. Perfect. So next turn, Mega Blastoise is essentially guaranteed 3 energy. Just being able to attack, we can just attack with him. Opponent's getting unlucky as well. Okay. So it seems like this guy doesn't have any... Yeah, subbing out of Ivysaur. Okay, but the damage has already been done. Also, Cyrus. Yeah. Okay, concedes as well. You can feel my Cyrus in my hand. That's... Okay, so as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, Mega Blastoise, this deck is better than Mega Venusaur. Yeah, my opponent totally just didn't get worse RNG than I did. So, yeah, next battle. All right, next battle going first. Going against yet another grass deck. So let's see. Okay, rematch. Sure. If you think the previous match was a fluke, then we'll find out this match if Mega Blastoise is truly better. Again, with a bit of RNG. Misty, please feed this turtle. Never mind. Okay. Nice. Nothing happens. Just do this. Next turn, we might as well sub out of Squirtle. All my opponent does is Leaf Cape attack with Squirtle. All right, I'm just gonna play like this, might as well. So put another Squirtle down. This Squirtle is essentially useless to me. This guy is dead to me. Just sub into Jellicent. We're gonna be feeding this guy because this guy is already kind of marked. And that could hinder us in the long run, especially if my opponent does either Sabrina or Cyrus. Opponent does quick extract right into Ivysaur, so next turn, they might be able to get into Mega Venusaur EX. Alright, I'm just gonna play like this, just in case my opponent can't evolve into Mega Venusaur EX. I feel like the safest option is probably to just feed Squirtle, but actually, why not? I'm just gonna feed Squirtle, yeah. So not feeding Jellicent essentially is using this guy, putting this Pokemon into active, primarily because of its ability. So, end our turn. Yep, opponent does evolve into Mega Venusaur. Does 120 damage, one-shotting Jellicent. So, we kind of need to get a Blastoise this turn. Oh my gosh, yep. Okay, yep, rest in peace, Jellicent. Getting poisoned and slept. All right, here we go. I have two choices. I can either place this Squirtle down or this one. Just to be careful, just to be safe, I'm gonna place this one. Why not? Okay, I'm just gonna chill like this. Yeah. And my turn. And Mega Venusaur is rather tanky. Holy crap. 290 HP because Lilligant is buffing, doing plus 20. If he gets another one, plus 20 again, paired with the Leaf Cape. And just like that, 310. My next deck showcase is definitely going to be Mega Venusaur EX. But just look at that. That's insane. Getting plus 70 HP. That's... Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. I can still win. But actually, hold up. We shall see. On the bright side, I can get Mega Blastoise out. Perfect. Sabrina just coming in clutch at the last moment. Alright, we're in the end game now. We are definitely in the end game. Just gonna do this. About to attack, but just take a moment to look at my energy. I have 4 energy attached. So in 2 turns, Blastoise is fully built. So that's the main issue with this deck, is that it's very slow, which is an interesting contrast to Mega Charizard Y. I was able to attach 4 energy onto Mega Charizard Y, just like that, just like in 1 turn. Whereas this guy, yeah, it's kind of ironic. Water type is rather slow overall. Like, this is why decks such as Suicune Greninja are so good. Because yeah, they're water type, but they only require 2 energy in order to attack. And this guy requires 3 energy. Could still be good, yeah. But to maximize damage, it really does fall very flat. Okay, so not asleep. Perfect, but I am poisoned. And screwed. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cyrus? Cyrus is here being like, hey, I'm your win condition. What is going on, man? This guy is judging me. He's looking at the board and being like, this guy has 240 HP. Tanked an attack from Mega Blastoise that does 130. So I have to attack this guy at least 2 more times. That's actually kind of insane. But yeah, so I do this. I need 1 more energy. And I can't do anything. I'm basically dead. Mega Blastoise attacks. Yeah, GG. And ironically enough, my opponent got his other Venusaur fed. But yeah, I feel like this is a more accurate matchup. Just comparing Mega Blastoise EX to Mega Venusaur. Obviously, Mega Venusaur is a lot better. All right, next battle going first. Okay. Misty, please do not fail me. All right, honestly, I could Misty, but I might as well Professor's Research. I do want to get at least a Squirtle or something out. You don't get Squirtle. Okay, so yeah, that's all we could do. Nice. All right, yeah, seems like a very standard Guzzlord EX deck. Pokeball, please give me a Squirtle. Perfect. Okay, nice. All right, so I could feed a Jellicent, but honestly, right now, I'm going to feed Squirtle. Misty, please pop off. Never mind, of course. You're freaking useless. Perfect. So just do this, and our turn. Opponent attacks. Okay. Interesting. I personally wouldn't, but sure. Discarding nothing. Nice. And yeah, since my opponent does attack, of course, Jellicent does feed Squirtle. And just like that, we got Blastoise out. Yeah, so just keep feeding. Just do this, and our turn. Very straightforward stuff. Kind of setting up for Mega Blastoise to take the stage. All right, perfect. So very straightforward. Just keep feeding Mega Blastoise. Next turn, this guy's gonna be fully built. There's really nothing my opponent can do to mess me up. It's either a red card or Mars, because I have a Cyrus. This guy is gonna be my win condition. Subbing into this Guzzlord. Okay. I'm kind of confused, but we'll roll with it. Okay, so but regardless, it shouldn't really matter that much. So yeah, just do this. Applying a bit of pressure because after Jellicent does attack, Guzzlord EX will be down to 110 HP. Mega Blastoise can just one-shot. What was that? Rocky Helmet, okay. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know what my opponent is doing, but yeah, just do this. Very straightforward. Attacking with Jellicent. Opponent Sabrina's, but it's way too late for that because I can just sub in Mantike as a free retreat. Interesting, so it does use 2 potions, healing up to 150. Mantike is dead. Discarding 1 energy. Nice. All right, here we go. We are in the end game. All right, Mega Blastoise EX fully built. We're just going to be doing this 130, targeting the bench, of course. Perfect. You love to see that. And then next turn, we can Cyrus this Celesteela and just win, just like that. But that's if this guy doesn't get any energy discarded, which we shall see. Okay, my opponent does sub into this Guzzlord, but what's he gonna do? Does PC Lady? That doesn't change anything. Tyrannical Hope, GG. Yeah, just like that. Very satisfying. Wait, yeah, okay, that's nice. So I could, no, I'm just gonna do what I was thinking. So I could just win right now by attacking. But what I was thinking, if he didn't sub, I could do this. So Celesteela, subbing this guy in, attack, GG. Just like that. Attacking the bench, attacking Celesteela, getting instantly 3 points. And yeah. Defeated Captain Falcon. Yeah, you're a joke. I'm gonna do one more battle. I'll try to find a very fast-paced deck, because this deck, Guzzlord, is rather slow. Actually, hold up. Mega Blastoise EX versus Mega Charizard Y. Here we go. A rather promising starting hand. I could sub out of Squirtle and sub into Mantike, but I want to be super aggressive onto this guy, onto this Charmander. So this Water Gun, doing type advantage. All right, so does sub out of Charmeleon, subs into Moltres. All right, Moltres, how are you feeling? How many heads? 1 head? Only 1 head. Okay, so not the worst. What's up, man? How are you doing, Cyrus? All right, so this kind of shuts him down tremendously. Honestly, I'm gonna play this rather risky. I could evolve into Blastoise right now, but I do want to take out this Charmeleon, so I'm just going to do this. Trying to calculate this. My opponent can one-shot this Squirtle if they have at least 1 Flame Patch, which is kind of scary, but I mean, I feel like this is a pretty huge lead, just shutting down my opponent, getting Mega Charizard Y out. That works. As you can see, yeah, Mega Charizard Y is far inferior to Mega Blastoise, totally not because of Cyrus just clutching it out. Opponent does concede, yeah. Screw it, one more battle. That was way too short. All right, last battle, I swear. It seems like we are going up against a Suicune Greninja deck. Very good comparison since currently Suicune Greninja is the best water deck. All right, nice. Hand is pretty good, especially if we can get a rare candy next turn. So for now, I'm just gonna Misty. Please don't fail me yet again. I swear, I'm gonna Super Toss. Look at that. Bending the laws of physics. Why did I feed... why did I feed Frillish? What did... Okay. Okay. Yeah. I honestly don't know why I fed Frillish. I feel like that was not the smartest move, but sure this works. I honestly didn't expect Misty to pop off that much. So, moral of the story, Misty, screw Misty, man. Why is she even here? All right, opponent, rare candies. Greninja EX is out. Brokey's gonna die. Overkill with the energy consumption, but this, yeah, super fed Jellicent will one-shot. Actually, never mind. Okay, subbing into Suicune. Okay, interesting. So we can still win this, but it's looking very grim. Like, I really did mess up feeding this guy, because, okay, we didn't get a rare candy, and if we did, that would be huge. But for now, Serena getting our Blastoise out, so now, again, all we need is a rare candy. Attack, doing a bit of damage on to the Suicune EX, and this Suicune is going to be doing 100 damage in a couple turns. Opponent does Mars, just to be a prick, okay. Can we get a better hand? Okay. Debatably better, nice. This guy's playing it very slow. He could have just subbed in Greninja and just started attacking, but feeding Suicune as well, interesting. So yeah, at this point, getting very unlucky, but my opponent did Mars. Unless they have another copy of Mars, then we should be just kind of chilling. Very straightforward, just attack with Jellicent, and it's working out. Squirtle is slowly getting fed. I have 6 cards left, so next turn I have a very high chance to get a rare candy, but opponent does Greninja and Cyrus. Yeah. Just like that. This is what's gonna happen. This deck requires a lot of build-up, and if you get pretty bad RNG like this, then you're kind of screwed, essentially. So, damn, that's rough. On the bright side, we can just one-shot Suicune next turn if you do Cyrus. Hey, perfect. Rare candy is here. A turn too late. So yeah, at this point, I could Professor's Research, but to be super aggressive, I'm just gonna pull pull Suicune in, one-shotting him and ending my turn. Greninja Cyrus 2 turns in a row. Perfect. You love to see that. I basically lost. Yeah, freaking, we can't get this guy out. That's the main issue with this deck. Is just, if your opponent gets a super fast lead, if your opponent starts using a very fast-paced deck, such as this, you're screwed. Perfect. We got all the cards we need, but we can't do anything. Mega Blastoise, Jellicent. At this point, I basically lost, but that's basically the deck in a nutshell. Could be rather slow in most times, and hindsight-wise, that Misty definitely did help me out tremendously. Like, I probably should have fed this Squirtle, but given hindsight, I mean, I couldn't even get Blastoise out. But if I did, I would have won. Like, I would have gotten an insane lead, and that's kind of Misty's potential right there. Just very inconsistent. And again, you might, instead of running Misty, it might be preferably better to run like Copycat or something that would help you with generating cards. But even then, decks such as Suicune Greninja are more consistent. And yeah, taking the dub. Congrats, man. The Greninja Cyrus combo is just so nasty. And yeah, that's the Mega Blastoise EX deck showcase. Overall, this card has a lot of potential. However, the build-up makes it so that it really isn't worth running. Again, if you want to invest into like a very good EX water card, Suicune and even Greninja EX are far better investments. Because this guy, yeah, I mean, 130 damage for 3 energy. Sure, like even without like feeding this guy 6, this guy does decent damage. But keep in mind, it is an EX. So, I mean, it's a huge liability altogether. And it's kind of hard to get out as well since it is a stage 2. Whereas Greninja EX, I'm just going to pull it up for reference. Greninja EX it's a regular EX, of course. Does 30 less damage, but is less risky to play. Once this card does get knocked out, you can sub in either a non-EX Greninja or even Suicune EX. Whereas Mega Blastoise EX is a loss condition. Once it gets knocked out, it's GG. And yeah, overall, I'd rate this deck C tier. The solid C, again, definitely the weakest when it comes to its Mega EX starter counterparts. I know that we won the Mega Charizard Y fight, but that's because my opponent got pretty bad RNG. But overall, I feel like that deck will be far more consistent than this deck. Also, my opponent was using Moltres, pairing Moltres with Mega Charizard Y. And in my opinion, pairing Charizard with Entei EX is a far better pairing than with Moltres. I do have a deck showcase on my channel. It should be the one before this if you want to check it out. But yeah, that's the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe because again, really does help me out tremendously, especially as a small-time content creator. And yeah, it's very sad that this card is the way it is. I mean, I'm a huge Mega Blastoise fan, and yeah, that's pretty rough to see, but I mean, at least Grass type is getting a bit of love with Mega Venusaur. Speaking of which, my next deck showcase should be Mega Venusaur EX, so yeah, again, make sure to like and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.